Hey everyone. So, you will often hear the business motivation gurus tell you to go outside your comfort zone, to say yes, and then figure out how to do it, and all that stuff. And I've been living by those mottos my whole life, and it is why I've reached the places I have in my career, because the odds were certainly against me, that's for sure. But when I would listen to the business leaders that spoke that way, they sound so energized about what it's like to be there, right? And then, so then you think they enjoy that journey. So then when you go outside your comfort zone and you're tortured and not sleeping and in the bathroom every 5 minutes, and you're thinking it's not for me because I hate it. So I think what I want to dispel today is the myth that those business leaders are enjoying those moments of growth because it's torture. The difference between someone who gets that extra bit of success and others is that they're willing to be tortured to get there. So if you look at an Olympic an Olympic medalist, for example, and you look at the grueling lifestyle they live, that's not necessarily enjoyable. Waking up before the crack of dawn, having to say no to certain parties or certain foods or whatever, none of that is fun. And they don't find it fun. The difference is they're willing to undergo that, and they have the fortitude to go that distance to get to that place that they want to be. And business is no different. So whenever you're taking on projects you may not be ready for, or that are outside your comfort zone or whatever, it's not a nice feeling, but always worth it. It's even when things didn't work out or something turned out to be a failure. I could use that failure in my business consulting in the future, when discussing what doesn't work or whatever. It's a good way of learning the ropes. And sometimes you just have to experience it in order to really learn it and understand it. You might read something and sort of get it, but until you're in it, sometimes it's really hard to truly get it. And so these failures in life kind of help us get there, and they suck too. So, when you hear business leaders saying you have to be willing to fail, and then you're like, oh no, I can't because I can't handle disappointment, it really depresses me, it depresses them too. The difference is they're willing to try again. And so this year, I always take on one project a year, one project that's really outside my scope of understanding or learning or capabilities, even, and see how far I can get. And this year, I took on three projects that are really making me flex my brain muscles. And two of them I'm finding a very slow, grueling thing, and it's miserable. And the reason I'm making this video is because I'm in this miserable moment right now. So in front of my laptop, having a tantrum. Walking away from this project for like the 12th time in a week because I just get so frustrated. And but that's okay because one day it's gonna click. There'll be something in it that'll click, and once it does, it's awesome. And I can see little progress. So as long as I see a little bit of progress, I'm gonna keep at it, and worth it, worth it, worth it. So please know, if you're one of those people who think, well, I don't know if I have the fortitude, you probably do. You probably do. It's just that you feel like because you're not enjoying it, it must be wrong. As soon as you could get to the point of, that's the whole point of discipline, is that you're willing to do things you don't enjoy because you want to savor reaching that finish line the way you want to reach it. And so it's worth whatever anguish you're going through. So don't feel that if you're feeling anguish or fear. I've been terrorized for all of 2018. I've been living in terror because I've been juggling three projects that I'm nervous, and it's bigger than me, and whatever, and they're complicated, and whatever stuff risky. But so I've spent 2018 feeling anxious. And that's okay, because hopefully that, have a great day everybody.